Hi, y'all. I just got off the phone talking about, of all things, peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly for our food pantry. Peanut butter and jelly for those parents who've got to come up with food for lunches for their kids this week because they're going to be home. No school. I'm walking down our fellowship hall right now, past empty Sunday school rooms. This is Saturday evening. Normally, the next day, on Sunday, these rooms will be filled with kids bouncing off the walls. Too much sugar on their cereal, I'm assuming. Maybe too many powdered donuts. I don't know. But they're having a great time. They would have come down from upstairs, singing and dancing up and down the aisles in church. But they won't be doing that tomorrow. You see, under the state of emergency that we currently are as a nation, as a state, even many of our counties, we've been asked to do something that is difficult, something that we don't want to do, something we don't like to do, but it's very necessary. And that is, we need to stay home. We need to stay home and distance ourselves from one another for a time until we get over this coronavirus epidemic that is sweeping across not just our nation, but around the world. Walking into church right now, into the sanctuary, and wow, this is the place where on Sunday mornings there's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of hugging, there are handshakes, there's talk about the game yesterday, the game this afternoon. Every now and then there's even a tear shed. Oh, we can't forget that the scriptures are read. We gather around the communion table and celebrate the Eucharist. We sing. We hear me talk maybe just a little too long, but hey, what can I say? Captive audience, right? But we won't be doing that tomorrow. We won't be doing it for several weeks because we have been asked, out of Christian love, compassion, and concern for those who are at greatest risk, that we avoid gathering in public places like that so that we can help mitigate this crisis. And our prayers go up to God that we can do it. It's going to be tough. We're not going to be used to it. It's going to throw a lot of us out of our weekly routine of being here together, not just on Sunday mornings, but for Bible study, for our midweek Noel services. But you know what? It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. I read a meditation this week by a pastor, John Pavlovitz, and he said, what a wonderful opportunity this is for you and for me to let our Christian faith shine in the world. Shine in the world during a very difficult time. Shine by showing our love and our compassion for one another. And that might mean, maybe tearing apart that bundle of 96 rolls of toilet paper that you just bought and maybe handing out one or two to someone who didn't get any. Seems kind of silly, doesn't it? But it's true. Out of our abundance will we share. Oh, and I could think of other ways too that we can let our lights shine, let our love that comes from above flow through us. How about just checking around and maybe for the first time seeing who is our neighbor? Oh, and I know we can talk about our neighbor overseas and our neighbor 100 miles in another state. But what about our neighbors right near us, right next to us even? Who are they? What needs do they have? Can we help them out in this critical time, in their lives and in our lives as a nation, our lives as a world, because this is a world problem right now. But we can let our light shine. We can let our light shine in a positive way as we open ourselves up to them and reach out and touch them in ways without having to do it physically, without having to shake a hand, without having to sneeze on them and possibly exposing them to who knows what. We can do it with our hearts. We can certainly pray for them, and we should. But we can also be there for them in real and tangible ways. So explore that in these coming weeks. Explore that. And there will be opportunities that we'll be able to get together, that we'll be able to share. It'll be a little different. It'll be strange. There's not going to be music flowing from the piano and from the organ and from the guitars. Not right now, but it'll be there. It'll be back. Stay tuned to our Facebook page and our website, and we'll give you some updates as time goes on. But in the meantime, allow yourself a time of devotion. Allow yourself a time of contemplation, of prayer. Let those fears that might be welling up inside of you dissipate. Dissipate into the love of Christ. Dissipate as we gaze upon the one on that cross who died for you and for me. Let's let his love in these coming days shine through us and what we do as his people for one another in this time of need. We can do it. And even though we're not gathering together, we can do it together. God bless you. God keep you safe. And remember, wash your hands. Amen.